good afternoon, evening, whenever this is released. This is former Police Commissioner Bill Bratton. I would like to make a formal announcement. I am now to be referred to as Bodega Billy, as I am now down with the Bodega Boys. I'm part of the Hive. I've decided to drop the NYPD. They're a bunch of snitches and bitches. I can't rock like that, so now I am part of the Bodega Hive. Yo, Viacom, it's quiet for you. Niggas is out here. NYPD, these nuts.
Episode 33.
That's right.
Bodega Boys in the building.
The Patrick Ewing edition.
The Patrick Ewing edition. Pick up the no ring god, the patty god.
That's right.
The golden crust god.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Young cocoa bread. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, it's your boy Desus Nice, a.k.a. Young Chipotle, a.k.a. Pocket State Phallic Cheerio, a.k.a. Chris Fast Pussing Dick, Eli Lippy, Boochers Gully, Slow But I Might Know Your Bitch, Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, Desus Straight Fuego, Mr. Nando's with a Rondo, 1994, Macau going off, the Juve Boss, Mr. La Marina and a Mesh Marina with a fresh misdemeanor and a cold demeanor, a.k.a. Problematic Bay. Let's go.
Wow, goddamn, yo, it's your boy, the Kid Mero, a.k.a. the Human Durag Flap, a.k.a. Down Big Dab, nigga, a.k.a. Curve Gotti, don't jump in my DMs, you know what I'm saying? Skirt Loader, Bit Smack Beyombo, you know what I'm saying? Young Flo Biden, I don't run. You know what I'm saying? Bodega Hive, holla at your boy. If you see me at Target, though, approach me like a wild mammal. You know what I'm saying? Very cautiously.
Like the remnant.
Hey, yo, you know what? Check the motherfucking guest list again, nigga, because my name is on that shit.
Definitely.
Stop playing.
Do the drop.
That's right.
Live from Red Bull Studios, New York.
As always, coming to you live from 220 West 18th Street. Red Bull Studios.
Oh, man, I'm feeling it. It's coming.
I'm feeling it. You buzzing.
Oh, boy.
It's good. It's going to be a good show. The last stuff happened. Off the rip. Off the rip. What do you want to start with? Your mentions yesterday were looking like...
My mentions was looking like straight
your mentions were looking
wild, like fucking Southern California.
Yucky hair on the back of the 41 bus. Apparently... Ebro started a rumor because, you know, this is what Ebro does. He started a rumor that Eminem and Drake were going to go at it, and all of Eminem's fans came out of the garage where they were working on pipe bombs to detonate at their school and decided they were going to defend this man's honor.
Fam, I had no idea. Yo, I thought Eminem stans died like at the fucking 2012 gathering of the Juggalos. I thought they all committed mass suicide. I had no idea they were still out.
Most Eminem stans have grown up and become Donald Trump supporters. Damn. But the young generation, because you automatically download Eminem if your parents divorce, or if you get bullied. That's it. So these kids, they're 15 years old and they're like, yo, Drake was in a wheelchair in Degrassi. Eminem was battling with a baby in 8th Mile.
Yo. I had niggas in my mentions really talking about 8 Mile like it was a historical documentary. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
8 Miles of Willie Lynch.
Didn't you see his struggle?
8 Miles of Willie Lynch letter for Eminem fans. They swear by it.
Yo,
it's fiction.
Are you serious? Mackay Pfeiffer's dreads was fake as fuck in that movie. Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
Damn, my son didn't even really grow dreads out for the movie, dog. That's
Eminem can roast anybody right now. It's like, all right, listen, I will not take anything away from Eminem. Eminem is a skilled lyricist. He is. However,
Scooby-Doo,
he's also, apparently right now, he's a 49-year-old white man.
Yo.
So I don't know if the swag is there.
Dog.
The last couple of tracks I've heard from him sound like I'm trying to finish that last lap on the Northern track. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, your man's people forget that. Okay, yeah, he was down here spitting flames. He was Royce 5'9", battle rap.
That was like 80 years ago in internet time.
Fam, that was in the Triassic internet period, my niggas. Y'all don't even understand. You had
to download his album on Dollop.
Come on,
all right. Do we need to say more?
Yo, it's so
crazy. It's about respecting the elders, but come on.
He's too elder, man. Come on. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eminem. Do your thing. Your man is, I don't even got to give him a shout out. He's a bajillionaire. He's not even hearing this.
He's not listening to this.
He's on Mars right now getting a blowjob from like somebody. Like what? Yo, come on, B. This is not even in his realm. Like I don't think he even knows this is happening.
No,
he's not on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he tweets really. He probably has like a tweet bot.
Kendrick is gonna tell Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre is gonna like mention it to him like when they're in the bank.
Yo, he's gonna be like, "What's Twitter?" Boo. Come on.
What's gonna be funny though is when if he does find out, he writes a scathing rap dissing you.
Yo, I see Mero on Tremont. I'll kick him in his P-Mon. I'm like, yo, dog, what are you just trying to fit as many?
Their target, now their target.
Yo, hey, yo.
I covered Heather and Cheddar.
Christina Aguilera. Like, oh, my guy. Chill. Like, you're 50 years old, just cool it.
Cool it.
Actually, why were we even speaking about this? Because Ebro made all this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts don't matter.
Facts don't matter.
Facts have never mattered.
Salute. I'm taking a swig.
You know, we're out here.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And I don't think Dre's look. Just because I say, people are saying this is my actual fact that I said.
Okay.
Don't misinterpret my shit. You hear me?
Don't misinterpret.
You know what I'm saying? I live the lyrics. All I said was that Eminem was not capable of ending Drake's career, which he's not. If they want to sit in a fucking hot room with mad dudes and Pellies and have a battle, maybe Eminem will win. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who knows?
He's not gonna hurt him.
You know what I mean?
He's not gonna hurt him.
Yo, Drake is out here selling bajillion records. Like, let that man cook. Get out of here.
Listen, this is what it is, man. I mean,
don't misconstrue my words.
I feel but I saw you die on that hill yesterday. I saw them coming for you.
Yo.
And you raised that hot take like a flag at Iwo Jima. And I just saluted you.
So, yo, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna come in with the folding chair, but I was like, nah, you got this.
You got this. You know what I'm saying?
Because the last time I tweeted about Eminem, I had like white supremacists in my mentions for like, apparently he's huge with like European Germans and white supremacists. So
wow.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not surprised.
You know? No hate. You gotta hit both sides.
Yo, listen,
you know
if you hit your mom, you hit your mom, nigga. You just say do you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I love my mom. My mom was
I got no problem with my mom. I'm not trying to like,
wake up early,
I'm not trying to Law and Order SVU my mom,
no,
okay?
Not
but
at
I don't
all.
want to hear lyrics like that.
Nah.
That might have been cool during high school, but you know, if you
Shout
have
out to
kids, that's a little terrifying.
Nah, shout out to mommy. I love you, mommy.
Aww.
She used to make me mango in the morning, dog. Come on. I love my mom. Why would you hate your mom?
I don't.
Fucking Marshall.
Oh, Marshall. Well, if she named you Marshall. Yo, shout out to Antigua.
Oh, man. I thought he was about to say it. Okay.
Okay. This is shout out. It's a new feature we have here called the Carnival Report by your boy Young Juve. Yes, I went to Antigua.
How was it?
This weekend. It was lit. All right. It was cool. First of all, I made the mistake of wearing camouflage. You can't wear camouflage to the little islands.
Not allowed.
Because they
only have 13 pairs of camo shorts, and they're for
the police department.
Authorities.
Yes. So you can't do that.
You can't be false flagging out
And
there.
I tried to pull the wild American thing because they was like, you take off those camo shorts in the bathroom right now. I'm not letting you in the country. And I'm like, no, I'm American. Like yo, let me cook.
I can do whatever I want. Like,
I can do whatever.
Chill.
I was like, yo, your money looks like melted Crayola. Like, come on.
Yo,
Americans
I feel like Americans are very arrogant. Like, we just pull up in the country and be like, yo.
Skirt.
Yo.
But see, there's a difference between...
I'm supposed to rock. What you mean I can't smoke weed here? What you mean?
There's a difference between American, like being a white American. Being a white American, like, you're wearing your passport. You're good money. You could do wild shit. Like, you know, like
I gotta show my shit.
Like me, they was like, are you really American? Because I hear a little lit in the accent.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Your beard is kind of long, fam.
It was like, you're kind of aggressive. I think you're Jamaican. But, you know, Carnival was lit. Shout out to Shorty that died. She's from New York.
Damn, R.I.P.
Listen, but that's what Carnival is for.
Yo, son, you risking
your life. It's a celebration of life and death.
That's it.
You celebrating life or something. And I don't know. I was too drunk to find out exactly what it's for. I was up for 23 hours.
It's it's related to crops.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think the Fonto leaf grows at that time, and they've harvested.
Or you get the most goats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to all the stray dogs.
Shout out to all the stray dogs.
All the stray dogs with the distended bellies and the mange and the little. They hop on the third leg like. But the dogs are very polite.
Yeah.
They bark in like a little sing-song accent. They're like,
because they're used to getting rocks thrown at them. That's why. If they see you, they're like, yo, he's not going to throw a rock at me? Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to go back there and I'm going to show them an invention called seatbelts. Because apparently they use central force. Yeah. The faster the car goes, you just stick to your seat. So you're good on that. But it was cool. I'll probably come back. Shout out to Red Hot Nation.
You know what I'm saying?
Apparently Sexo is a very popular song there.
Okay.
That's Red Hot Nation's song.
Okay.
I heard that song apparently 60 billion times.
Sexo.
Sex
in Spanish. In case you didn't, not bilingual.
Yeah. So look that up on YouTube. It has like 6,000 hits right now.
And it's
put on the comments, Bodega Hive sent you here, and send the island into a tizzy.
You know they was gonna do it anyway.
Make everyone run up their Digicel data minutes.
That might be. I see somebody say on Twitter, and this is probably very accurate. That's a great place to stage your coup of Jamaica.
I was thinking about that.
Saying?
I was thinking I'm going to take over all those little nations, St. Vincent.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
little by little.
Martinique.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm going to be the Hitler of the Caribbean.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Whoa, hot take. Let's wheel it back.
Rewind. Fuck Wiz Khalifa.
No, like I'm gonna start my caliphate down there, Caribbean caliphate. It's gonna be lit.
Okay, are we gonna do
Caribbean Caliphate? Sounds like a great Disney movie.
That's dope. That's like alliteration.
Like a spin-off with Sebastian.
Yo, alliteration. There's a reason why the word lit is an alliteration.
How many little Caribbean islands do you think I could take over before anyone in America noticed?
Probably like at least 3. All the saints. You could
Saints?
definitely take over all the saints. Saint Kitts.
Barbuda.
Barbuda? I didn't even know that was real.
I got off the plane.
I thought you just made that up.
I got off the plane and I said, because I saw a thing and it was like Antigua
and Barbuda.
And I was like, why y'all misspelled Bermuda?
It's
and like everyone in it, you just heard like a record scratch. Everyone in the airport looked at me like,
all 4 people in the airport
Pardon?
were like, are you mad?
are you mad?
Yo, nah, that's crazy. But you know what's fucked up? They always like Tobago. Like nobody ever says like, yo, I'm from Tobago. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you are, I was like, I'm Trini.
You know what it is? Because, no, well, people say Trinidad and Tobago. You know
Like they say though? Like I've never, like always people like, yo, I've never heard somebody say I'm from Tobago.
Oh.
Are they two separate islands? Clearly.
Are you a racist? You don't hang out with
Tobagans?
Tobagans?
See, you don't even know how to say that shit. You never heard anybody say that shit.
Or maybe. I was trying not to say toboggans.
Toboggans, exactly.
I didn't want to offend a group of people.
Espouse him. Drag him.
Call them a sled. Also, I'm on my second bet. Why would you do this to me? I thought we were boys. Oh, man. Yo, your man Tiger, speaking of another Caribbean.
Speaking of toboggans.
Your man Tiger abandoned a tiger. And like the people who took the tiger in are mad.
He left, he just like left it at a crib? Like,
He put it at like an animal sanctuary because he was about to get misdemeanor charges for having a tiger. Because, you know, if your name's Tiger, you're going to own a tiger.
of course, yeah, you got to.
Whatever.
Yeah. What was the tiger's name? Tiger?
So he goes up there, he drops the tiger off, and he's like, skirt, skirt. He's out.
They were like, yo, you're not gonna leave a number? How do we contact you?
He dropped it off like a baby at a firehouse. So apparently they're mad now because
nigga, Brenda's baby the tiger. Damn. That's fucked up.
Tiger had a baby.
Damn.
So they were like, yo, you're not gonna give no money or nothing. Listen, he dropped it off. It's like hot potato, Salucci, yo. That's your tiger now.
I don't want this shit. Yo, how do you? But you can't sell a tiger though. I know mad motherfuckers probably want to buy a tiger.
You can't just put a tiger on Craigslist.
I bet you could.
Someone gonna flag your ad.
Yo, I'm about to do that shit right now. Just for the tiger. Yo, come meet me for a tiger.
It's a guy from Harlem just gonna show up like, yo,
what's good, yo?
Yo, it's dead stock. You got a receipt? It's new in box. Speaking of outrage. The creators of Arthur
Tiger's wildin'.
are offended. They're disgusted and disappointed that people have taken the innocent childhood cartoon and turned it into disgusting, racy memes.
Meme. Who snitched? Somebody had to have
It was all over Twitter. Probably someone saw a BuzzFeed article and it was like, oh my God.
BuzzFeed did the pick of Arthur?
Huh?
Damn.
No, BuzzFeed did everyone did it. Complex did an article. Everyone.
Damn.
When something happens on Twitter, everyone, or the aggregators.
Shout out the aggregators.
They do an article.
Aggregating aggressively. It's a little alliteration.
So they were disappointed. It's a childhood thing. Those were kind of funny though.
They were funny.
They were funny.
Yo, why do you get it back? Some of them. You know what's crazy? First of all, I don't know where this
crazy is a what?
That's but listen, it's in the. Forget it.
Right.
Problematically. Come on.
Problematic.
I'm sorry. I tried to come up with a finesse, but I couldn't. But not like it's a childhood cartoon, but like. Fam, nobody cares about this shit. How about you should be happy that like people are bringing awareness. You know what I'm saying? Signal boosting your whack Arthur shit. Maybe some DVDs. Maybe some DVDs.
Your whack Arthur shit. Damn.
Yeah. And I thought it was like some '90s baby shit because like I didn't watch Arthur.
You didn't watch Arthur?
No, it was on PBS. It was like the shit that I didn't watch on PBS. I watched Ghost Rider. Word.
Ghost Rider.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You said Ghost Rider.
Nah, I'm from the Bronx, so I have an accent.
That's the motorcycle guy with the flaming hat.
Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider is the same shit. It's the same. You know
in the Bronx?
It's different, but it's the same.
Is that what they were reading in the library of reading time? Like they were just reading y'all comic books and shit? Yo, DK, look at this shit. Spider-Man, he got the shooters.
Yo, my son got the chains. Them shit's just flames.
That's crazy, yo. That shit is lit, yo.
But yeah, yo, shout out to Arthur, man. We out here.
Arthur the Aardvark. And his sister DW.
Is he? That's not realistic. I don't know anybody who has a sister whose name is just 2 initials.
Oh, it's not that they're different species?
First of all, and it was also strange that there was no like people. Some animals were like animals and some animals were people.
Yeah.
Like that shit is like low key like classist and racist. You know
That's true. The speciest.
Speciesist.
Specious.
You know what I'm saying?
Specious.
Because Arthur was mad chill. He had the mad big crib and shit, but then his man that was a rabbit lived in the projects and shit. It was fucked up.
Arthur was light skinned though.
He was.
So he was actually passing for white.
Oh my god.
That's a hot take. That's why he had the privilege. Why do you think he got a show? If Arthur was black, he would never have had a show on PBS. I'm shooting for 40.
Yo, out here. Yo, what? Oh my god. Seabear and Jamal's on PBS.
Nope. Seabear and Jamal. Seabear and Jamal doing K2 in front of the Pathmark of Harlem. We're going to do a special episode. We're going to find out what happened to all the black cartoon characters that
Yo, what happened to all of them, son? Yo, Tone Loc used to get mad voiceover work.
There was a Baby H Kids show. That movie wasn't good enough to have a cartoon.
It was not.
It was not.
Yo, they gave MC Hammer like 3 cartoons.
Yo, at some point, they were just like, yo, if you're black, here, take this check.
Here. Yo, that's what the 90s, we gotta bring that shit back. Yo, the 90s was just like, yo, if you're black and you have like a kente cloth like jersey on, like, yo, here's $1 million.
Well,
make a show.
Black people were more talented in the 90s because it was just like, you either did crack or you were talented.
Oh.
So
it was like either or.
Either or.
But Bobby Brown did both throughout the 90s.
But he's still right.
You know
he's still here. God bless him.
God bless him.
God bless him. Bobby Brown ain't go. Bobby Brown been through it, man.
Only motherfucker that have sex with a ghost. Only motherfucker that smoked crack for like 30 years and survive aside from DMX.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? It's out here.
Well,
he's like a treasure, B. Like, we're losing all our treasures. Prince died. I don't know if you heard about that.
When?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
Yikes.
We're losing all these people, man.
Yeah,
we got to keep
man.
DMX alive for mad long and Bobby Brown. I'll be mad sad when DMX dies, B.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass. Like, I'm not even, like, it's funny, but it's not. Like, I'll be so sad when DMX dies.
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be like, stop.
Drop. Shut down, open up shop.
He's got the single tear. I'm going to get a boomer tattoo on my back.
Yo.
No, I'm not.
no, don't do that.
Don't say that shit. I'll wear a Dickie suit to the funeral. How about that?
Throw a pitbull in the grave with him and shit. R.I.P. my G.
Get blood on daddy. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What else happened? Are you excited for the Olympics?
Oh, yo, I'm actually excited to see who's the first person going to die at the Olympics.
The Rio is
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is crazy. Now I read some shit that their water that the swimmers are supposed to swim in has raw sewage in it. And like there's a 99% chance that you will contract something if you come into contact with the water. Forget swimming and like swallowing it.
Right. Just
contact.
My whole thing is I feel like the Olympics is the opening ceremony is going to be like that first mission on Grand Theft Auto where you're just learning the controls and shit. Like we don't know what's going on in Rio, but a lot of shit's going to get exposed.
No, some wild shit might happen.
They had to cut the they lost the keys for the stadium.
Come on.
And they had to like cut the chain or something.
That
could be, listen, that could be a onion story or that could be true. That's the beauty of the Rio Olympics. The most far-fetched shit you hear
it's real.
Probably true.
It's dead real.
It's probably true.
There's a dude who turned on his shower and blood came out of the fucking shower, gurgled out of the fucking tub. I'm like, oh, that doesn't even sound like an Onion article. That sounds like a fucking Snopes article.
Listen,
like, yo,
Rio is basically a city of God too. So I can't wait.
In the words of the immortal philosopher text, don't be safe though.
Be safe though down there.
Saying?
How do you say be safe though in Spanish?
Haha, cuídate, papi.
That doesn't sound like be safe though.
That's like, yo, you say take care of yourself, papi.
Yeah.
You say hold it down.
All right, well.
Hey. But they speak Portuguese out there. I don't know no words in Portuguese.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it's like
when I said Spanish, I mean like,
like
New York Spanish, you know. Portuguese. Come on, that's not real. Your man, BDC, who got the Zika.
That's not real. We went from Portuguese is not real. Hot take. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is a Portugal truther.
I'm a Portugal truther. It's just part of Spain.
Yo, y'all lying. That shit is a little fucking... An annex? What is it? Addendum?
You know what?
Appendix?
A lot of countries don't really exist, and they just lie to us. Yeah. I just realized the jig when I was on the plane.
How do you get sovereignty? You just like apply for the shit? Is this like a tax form?
You know, if you believe in yourself, you have sovereignty. And as an original Asiatic black man,
that's right.
I have sovereignty because I existed before any of these white countries. All right, you're made of borders. That's what I said to the customs agent, and he was like, "You still got to fill out the form." He was like,
"Here, fill out this form with the pen."
Like, oh no! Oh, that's the other cardinal sin.
Yeah.
Like if you get on a plane and you don't got the pen,
you don't have a ballpoint bic
because everyone on the plane to Antigua was like from Antigua. Like it wasn't like young people. It was like people not going there for Carnival. Like people were just going there because they lived there. So when it came time to fill out the form, everyone was ready and had their pen. Now because I am a dickhead American, I'm used to the kiosk where you scan your passport because we are the greatest country in America. Yes, we have a problem with the police, using us like duck hunt, but we're working on it. God's working on all of us. But I'm out here flying, and I don't have a pen.
Okay.
And the guy next to me got a fucking like feather quill pen and shit, dipping it in like his little inkwell and shit. Like, I live on Jolly Harbor. So
no, they're not Zika. Zika free.
No, don't. That's another thing. Antigua does not have Zika free. They're very proud of being Zika free.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for shout out to Bodega High for being Zika free down there.
Out there.
So the lady next to me, I'm like, yo, can I borrow your pen? Because she filled out her form and she put it back. This lady made such a fucking production of getting the pen out. First she's like. And she goes in her bag and she takes out the pen and she clicks it twice. And then she test writes it. And then she gives it to me and she just watches me. I'm just like, you just used it. Why you gotta be like that?
She wanted you to know that she was lending you her pen.
I was disconveniencing her.
That's right.
Inconveniencing her.
No, it could be disconvenience too, but making up shit.
Whatever.
Brand strong.
Paid $26 for a Heineken.
That's wild.
$100 for
really
KFC.
Like a
but that's
US.
their money. It's like EC money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like Monopoly money.
And I was so
it colorful?
drunk.
That was it green.
Colorful, of course.
Yeah.
Colorful.
Yeah.
Colorful like their language.
Color money.
Color money. That chicken was so fucking good.
Yeah.
KFC in the Caribbean, you know.
I already know. Yo, well, listen, when
rep.
you go to the islands, man, eat KFC. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not GMO, fam. I promise you. It's delicious.
Not GMO.
It's very, it tastes like it's been running around.
It tastes like a real chicken.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably a stray dog. But you know what?
Yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you just gotta believe. And you can achieve. Yo, you know how you were going to an island? When the plane lands, everybody started clapping.
No, nobody clapped.
Nobody clapped?
Everyone's too polite to clap.
Oh, well. Excuse me.
That's some Bama DR shit.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Everybody let that joke in. It's like, woo!
Y'all don't really understand y'all don't understand how planes work. Y'all think it's like a miracle.
Yo, we made it. Yo, you risking your life every time, man. Yo, everything in DR is dangerous, man. Raw sex, you know what I'm saying? Mosquitoes, water, electricity, you know what I'm saying? Straight
When's
dogs.
the next time you going?
February. I'm going to February.
We should take a camera down there, get Red Bull, give us mad money, and we're gonna film Survivor Man Mero.
Yo, let's do it.
Survivor Mero.
Yo, let's do it. I'll go out there for Carnival and fucking punch a truck in the face, B. Ain't no truck taking me out the game. I'll knock the speaker right off.
How mad would you if I got a hypothetical?
Oh boy, here we go.
You go to DR.
Yeah.
Heather contracts Zika.
Oh God.
You staying with her?
I got enough kids already, so yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Really, the only thing that's the only thing about Zika. Everybody's so scared about Zika. All it does is make your baby head small.
No, Beanie Man has Zika.
Yeah, but he be alright.
True.
A Zika's out. Sorry. I love you, Beanie Man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Beanie Man for being an ill thespian and being in one of my favorite movies of all time, Rude Boy, which also stars Ninja Man.
Wow.
And this other dude who I do not know, I forgot his name. Probably he wants to be the best DJ of all time.
Probably my cousin.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. That's a great bad movie. It's so good.
You know,
I like that type of cinema, B.
Shotters?
Yeah, like that.
Third World Cop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, my Dominicans have to go on Netflix and look up La Soga. It's a Dominican film. It's very like that type of film, but it's very like high production value.
Is that like the movie Poppy's watching when you walk in the bodega and you want help
all the
and
time.
he ignores you?
He ignores the shit out of you because he's like, yo, what's about to happen? Oh shit. Oh, the music's coming.
Can I get a
Someone's
pack
about
of
to die.
Newports? Can I?
But, espérate, papi, hold on, espérate.
I'm in a rush, my train's coming.
Moreno, morenito, mira.
You know, nah, like for real, I need this. Yo.
Espera. No, mira, que vamos a matar al tigre. Mira. El diablo, la creta, loco, mira. Ey, diablo, qué cañón.
Yo, there's like 5 people online.
Coño, este maldito moreno, el diablo. Toma tu maldito cigarrillo, coño, vaya para allá.
And then some little grandma walks up, skits a whole line, and starts playing numbers. I'm like, yo, there was a line there. Why do you go on a house dress at 4 a.m.?
Yo, she got the house dress. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She got the Chinese slippers, dog.
And you can't say nothing to her, but
You
it's
can't
like,
say
yo.
shit. You can't say shit because then the whole block is looking at you like.
I don't understand that. Well, you got 2 lines. You got a line for the lotto tickets, and then you got a line for people with. See, the lotto tickets is imaginary money.
Yeah.
Okay, these people are trying to play a game.
Yeah.
I have actual money right now. I am trying to exchange for goods and or services.
I'm telling you.
So I feel like I should get priority.
This is one thing that I feel like I could change the game in bodegas. Is bodega dudes will have Poppy will have 2 lines and 1 guy working the register. That doesn't work. If you're gonna have 2 lines, my guy, you need 2 people to work each line. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could revolutionize the bodega game if I came in with that.
At my bodega this morning, the same guy working the register was also doing the lotto numbers and cooking the sandwiches.
That's it. It's one dude.
You walk in the bodega, there's like 20 people. You're like, what the fuck,
What
Poppy?
the fuck? Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Aki, what? Come on, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then the Mexican dude in the back breaking down the boxes. And he's not doing shit.
He can't do shit. He looking at the grill like one day. But not this morning, Poppy.
You look at him and he just looks at you like,
boxes.
Pregúntale a él, primo, güey, Simón.
You got the one bum that helps. He's like restocking.
All the nigga does is open the door for you. Nigga's just arranging the potato chips again. Like, yo, come on, fam.
He's like restocking the Pepsis and stuff. Taking mad long. He's blocking the aisle and shit. Like,
yo, Ronald, can I get? I'm just trying to get the funniest, but can I just, please? He's just like, hold up, Papi. I'm fixing it. I work here. Like, you don't work here, fam.
Damn.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I'm gonna go say what's up to him today when I see him.
You must, because when you see people who are downtrodden like that, you know God's working on them.
You gotta hit him
but
off
it's
with
like
something.
also you have to get close to them and like taking a deep breath.
Yeah.
So you can know that smell and you
failure.
do your whole You never want to become that.
You never want to smell failure.
You never want to smell failure.
Never. You know what I'm saying? And when you stand right next to Puffy, who's holding the door open at the bodega,
Listen,
that is what you're smelling.
You're failure adjacent. You don't want that.
You don't want that at all.
You don't want that.
Yo.
Just the smell of just a life force sucked out of you.
I'm like, yo, Puff, yo, RP my guy Puff. You know what I'm saying? Very like affable neighborhood bum. You know what I'm saying?
Good word.
You know what I'm saying? RIP to him. But he was the type of dude. I'm like, yo, fam, you're not homeless. Like, I see you go home to your mom's crib every day. Why are you sitting for the bodega asking for $1 every day, my guy? But hey, I'm not gonna judge. Maybe his struggle was different from mine. So shout out to Puff, RIP, my G. We miss you.
Listen,
you know
we're all riding our own horses.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Wow, that was deep.
I have no idea what that means.
Yo, pull it up.
Put on a t-shirt. Put on a t-shirt.
We're all riding our own horses. fucking, what's his name? Keith, who's a country guy? Keith Aldean? I just made that up. That's probably a real guy. That motherfucker's gonna come out with that song next
Kenny
week.
Chestnut?
Kenny Chestnut?
Whatever. I don't know. Country music.
Morris Chestnut is a country.
What if Morris Chestnut became? We should do a sketch where we sell tickets to a country music thing, and it turns out to be Morris Chestnut and a 10-gallon hat.
That sounds like a
Watch
country
people's
kind of
heads
name.
explode.
That sounds like a country name. Morris Chestnut?
Morris Chestnut. I'm the best man that I could be.
And I'll man this the
Just
wood.
doing Medea hits.
Was Medea? He was in a Medea movie?
I'm sure.
Damn, Morris.
I'm sure.
I thought he was only in serious films. I just did air quotes.
Listen, checks. Niggas need checks.
Yo,
He was
like, don't ever get mad at us if we do some whack shit because we getting checks out here.
If I get some
Denzel
whack
did
shit.
whack shit. Everybody did whack shit.
Well, you first start off, you do whack shit.
You do whack shit.
Every now you can redeem yourself and not do whack shit.
Yep.
But you know, my whole view of being a celebrity is the J-Lo theory, which is I grew up in the Bronx,
Teach these devils,
and I never, ever, 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 ever want to come back.
Yo, shout out to the Bronx. This is my plan. It might not work out this way. My plan is to leave the Bronx, become very extremely successful, and then come back and do something nice for the hood. You know
The BX Academy.
Exactly.
We're gonna buy these little hood boogers book bags.
And like Apple computers that they'll like.
No, we're not. Just the book bags. I think we're gonna start GoFundMe.
Just
Apple computers. What?
Yo,
Like, see, I was thinking like if we start a GoFundMe, we
start writing grants.
What?
Start writing grants.
Who's writing grants? Who's writing grants?
Do you know how to write grants? Can we write grants?
I don't. You have grant money?
No. We
That's not
write a grant proposal. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
A grant proposal.
No, I was thinking if we do a GoFundMe, we said for a reasonable amount, we could buy these little kids the 1,000 book bags.
Oh, for sure.
And the supplies. But then I was like, how much are book bags and supplies?
It depends.
So then I was gonna sit down and do it, but then I rolled a blunt and I started overthinking it. So I came up with. I figure if we raise $20,000,
I just picture you in the fucking garage with a L with the mad beautiful mind, like
just doing the numbers,
just mad numbers in those little stringy book bags.
Just Jansport. I'm just looking at a Jansport under a magnifying glass, like
yo, look at the fucking. Why you got a telescope out, my guy?
So I figure if we raise $20,000,
okay,
I think that's way too much.
That's a lot of
That's
money.
a lot. So the
you
money.
Try to buy 20,000 book bags. 20,
no, 10. We're only going to buy 1,000 book bags, and we're going to invest the rest in coke.
I like that idea, Papi.
We're going to flip that and put it back into the BX Academy.
Oh,
and
shit.
keep doing it.
Oh, shit. And then use the Academy to launder money when we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And tax shelters and shit.
Yes.
Yo, that's lit.
And we teach the kids about crime and stuff.
Let's holler
when we get arrested for an 848 kingpin charge.
True.
And they have to come to court to watch.
Who's the Bronx Borough president right now? Ruben Diaz?
No. It's actually French Montana because by law he has the hottest song out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is. Deputy Mayor Fat Joe. Yo, French Montana, that no shopping shit is hard. And it's crazy to me because the Drake has beef with everybody and the Eminem and blah, blah, blah. And he had beef with Joe Budden and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Rap beef. But the shit that Drake does that I see is that he'll say like 3 or 4 words about somebody and it might be a sub, it might not be, but it just hits me like, And I listened to Buddy. Shout out to Buddy. You know what I'm saying? But like I listened to him freestyle on like it was like Hot 97 or some shit, and I was just like kind of like listening to him freestyle. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, yo, because remember yesterday I was on YouTube and I was looking up the locks and I found a 9-minute locks freestyle. And I was like, yo, I used to be hyped for this type of shit. But then I turned it on and I actually was hype because it was the shit where Jada says Hater shaking like Ali holding the torch. Yes. Go look that shit up. When Sheik Luch, Styles P, and Jada went on Flex and they rapped over the So Ghetto beat, Funk Flex freestyle, go YouTube that. That shit is fire. I heard Joe Budden rap for like 5 minutes yesterday. I was totally bored.
Okay.
Completely bored. And he was going at Drake. But I was just mad bored. Like
I think the
and
Joe
nothing
Budden
just hit me. Nothing hit me like, oh, you know what I mean? But when Drake said that shit about pump it up, I became what you trying to be or what you try to be or some shit. And I was just like, whoa.
I mean, I feel like the Joe Budden Drake shit has run its course.
It did.
You know?
It absolutely did.
You know?
But I'm just like, I don't know, man. But then you know what's crazy? That's a single.
Right.
It's out. It's gonna be jamming everywhere, and then your diss track is popping. It's on the radio every day.
I called it. I said earlier this summer. I said watch Drake respond on the track that's like very popular. Yeah. People gonna be two-stepping in La Marina.
Yep.
You know, saying it out loud. You know how sick Meek Mill felt? Come on, little kid singing it. Seeing a little 7-year on YouTube singing the diss track. Rich for you? Screaming out top of his lung, is that your tour, your girl's tour?
That's when Drake became problematic on the internet.
Yeah.
To like all the think pieces.
Yeah, because that's when he became misogynistic.
Yeah, Think Piece Gang was like, yo, he's a misogynist. He said
before that, everyone loved Drake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they love him. Yeah.
I think it was at Hotline Bling. That's when people was like, enough is enough.
Yeah, he's all he does is
you know why it was? Because Hotline Bling cut a little too close to home.
Yo.
That's all. Listen, hot take.
Yo.
Hot take.
Listen. Listen, if you can relate, that shit hurts.
That shit hurts.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
If you're finding an artist problematic, if you're like, yo, these lyrics is just something whack here, maybe it's,
if you do the Arthur meme, like, you know what
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
When he was on that, what was it, like the song, What Time to Be Alive with Future, and then he was like, you know, you've been going out too much, you looking older. You know, come close to home. It's like when
it's crazy
when girls do those MCM stuff.
Exactly.
And sometimes it cuts a little close to home to me.
Yep.
That's called privilege.
Yeah.
Okay, if you feel uncomfortable when you read something, that's your privilege being attacked.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, listen, all Drake does is take memes that girls use to sub each other and turn it into raps. You know what I'm saying? Because all that shit about you look kind of washed, you crazy. I've seen that meme a million times. Also, yo, she used to be the baddest bitch on the block, but she be partying and taking man's hands.
Well, you're heavy in like Dominican bottle
Spanish girl Twitter. Yeah, shout out to bottle Twitter.
You have
shout out to messy Twitter.
That's messy Twitter for real.
Shout out to Spanish Bronx messy Twitter.
Oh.
Shout out to hookah Twitter.
Oh, that's I look at that and I'm just like, I can't follow it at all. What club do these girls work at? I want to avoid this.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Is fucking. I'm trying to think of the correct adjective, but I'm smacked.
Smack, smack, shit. Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Yo, I just smoked a little tiny. You see how much bud that was?
Yeah, what was that
a very
about?
Small amount. It was Gorilla Glue. Shout out to Gorilla Glue.
Oh, is that? So it's smaller amounts, but it's more potent.
That shit is raw.
Yeah, that's all right.
Damn.
You see, you're being Clint Eastwood. First of all, shout out to him for not being dead.
Yo, I swear to God, I thought he was dead. I said this shit on Twitter yesterday when he had that moment of like early onset, late onset dementia. He was like, Obama, you're in a chair. You nigger taxes. I was like, what the fuck is this motherfucker talking about? Like, what do you like? You sound like you're losing your mind.
He did it for 9 minutes and they were cracking up.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was like, yo, that old man is talking to an empty chair.
Yo, let my grandpa do that. Motherfuckers would snatch it real quick and take him to Bronx assisted living.
I'm sorry.
Yo, come on.
I'm sorry.
That's what Kanye needed to be around on stage.
I'm sorry. He put the keys in the freezer again. Like,
yo, I don't know.
I can't live like this.
I'm sorry.
We got to get a nurse or assisted living assistant.
Come on. That's like when you got pre-printed posters for your grandpa when he wanders off. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Ah, damn, grandpa bounced again. Go on Tremont, put the posters up. That's what we do with Clint Eastwood, man.
Fucking Bronx 12.
Come on.
Have you seen Ernesto Rodriguez?
That's it. And this is a picture of him looking mad happy from like 1938. They don't even look like that no more. Yo, come on. Clint Eastwood is fucking washed. Get the fuck out of here, my G.
He's that PC culture.
Oh, it's the pussy generation. I'll smack you in your face. Use pussy.
And then there was like some guy on Twitter like, yo, Clint Eastwood will fuck you up. I will fucking fold Clint Eastwood in a figure four headlock.
Dog, are you kidding me?
I will enjoy beating his pasty face.
Dog.
Oh.
Your man was shatter.
Yo, come on. In Fight Club, where like the fight went way too far, he really fucked up that guy towards the end, and even the guy with the titties was like, yo, chill.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Listen,
this is what happened.
World star Clint Eastwood.
Don't even get me
Clint
started.
Eastwood, yo, if you're a member of the Bodega Hive,
holla.
listen, we've never
Want the hands? You can pick whoever for the tag team match. Don't matter.
We've never issued a fatwa before, but if you're a member of Bodega Hive, when you see Clint Eastwood, it's a green light.
You gotta throw an egg at him or something.
Just hit him with a rock.
Yeah, just watch it. Don't OD. Just
Catch
be like, fuck you.
Just catch yourself on video, like knocking himself out. Be like, yo, Bodega Hive, gang, gang. If you knock him out, you get 4 stickers.
Yeah. Yo, chill, don't do that because you'll definitely catch a murder charge. Because
allegedly, he's definitely an accidental death kind of guy.
If his head hits the ground with any type of force, he's a goner. He is a goner, fam.
Or worse, he'll be inspired to make another bad movie.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker might sneeze hard and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill. If you stood in front of him and I stood behind him and we both punch him in the chest at the same time, our fists would connect. You know what I'm saying?
It would look like Mythbusters when they had the fucking semi-tractor trailer at the Yugo. That should just be a cube.
Come on. Fuck out of here.
No, but if you remember, Clint Eastwood was like he was him and John. What was that? John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Those are like the quintessential tough white guys in America.
Oh god.
And so
they
people
love
can't.
him.
You know, like they represent a time that's passed. There's never going to be another Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood grew up when segregation was still happening.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, how could you say in my time?
In your time, shit was mad for people pouring acid in pools and shit. Like,
dog, I would be killed if I was in your time.
People would,
because I got a white lady pregnant.
A 19, yes, you would.
I would be dead. Niggas would kill me.
They'd lynch you. They'd cut off your toes and sell a postcard about it.
You fucking kidding? Back in my day. First of all, that's the most washed statement you can make.
Back in my day.
Yo, that's like a washed racist combo.
As soon as you ever have that coming out your mouth, you know it's a wrap for you.
It's quiet.
It's all downhill now. Wait for the hand of death to touch you.
Which I really thought was gonna happen for Clint Eastwood by now. Yeah, I said yesterday I thought he was gonna die before Obama left office. We still got some time. You know what I'm saying?
Racist old white people live forever though. They live mad long.
Paula Dean's like 112.
Yeah, you know what it is, because like when you watch lynchings and shit like that,
she gives you life.
Yeah,
the soul goes into your body. It's like you
lose a little bit of your soul, so they're just rotting corpses.
Oh, they're
hollow from the inside.
They're White Walkers.
They're White Walkers.
Oh, literally, yo.
Caucasian walkers.
Game of Thrones reference.
Alabaster walkers. I don't even know what a White Walker is. Is that a Game of Thrones thing?
Yeah, it is.
The irony of us insulting white people with something white people really enjoy.
Look at that. See?
Look at that.
This is so many layers to this art. That's why it's art.
What happened on Game of Thrones this week?
Triple entendre. Don't even ask me how. This shit is over, buddy.
Oh.
Well, they got supposedly they're doing 2 more seasons and they're breaking it up into whatever. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm not like I'm into this shit, but I'm not like Chobani Yogurt, like talk about this shit at the water cooler levels into this shit. Like if you watch the shit, I get smacked and watch the shit and talk about it like, yo, that shit was ill. You see how I cut that motherfucker's head off last episode? Yo, that's crazy. White people sit down and like Tyrion and the House Lannister. What do you think is gonna happen with the house development? I'm like, nah, I don't know. But Shorty stabbed homie in the eye like 20 times. That shit was crazy. You seen that part? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Game of Thrones.
You know.
But they're gonna do something and that. It's not over, but this season is over.
I get so nervous when
Game of Thrones report.
I get nervous when shows like that end.
Yeah.
Because you have that period where there's nothing to distract white people.
There's just wild on the internet
on Sunday night.
Yeah, hot taking.
Because remember when The Wire ended?
Football's coming.
The Wire ended and everyone was like, oh my God, what are we going to watch?
Yeah.
And then Breaking Bad came and it was like, they would go with that. Woof.
It jumped right into that. Yo, if you're writing a scripted drama, now's the time to strike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little industry report.
Football's coming, but football is not distracting the way these shows are.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
are you ready for some football?
We don't all watch the same football games.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's
so
true,
that's it. Unless you're gonna get the DirecTV package, which you got to be dedicated to get that. And then it's just like if you don't have DirecTV,
it's a lot.
The Sunday package.
That's a dish, my guy. You're putting a satellite on your crib.
I used to have that
satellite. It's 2 POD references in a fucking week. That's right. Let's do it.
We're bringing them back. They're
New metal.
They're coming for WASHEDFEST. We're gonna bring back all your favorite acts.
Yo,
Louis Vega.
You know what I'm saying? POD. The Bahamut.
Uncle Cracker.
The little midget that used to be with Kid Rock, but he's dead now. But we're gonna bring him back in hologram form.
What was the name of remember when like white
I'm sorry, I said midget. I'm sorry.
That's little problematic. Little person. Remember when white people were really into sock hop?
Wow. No, remember when they were really into
Mambo?
Yeah, but now what was the other shit? Where the band is mad big. Is it Big Band?
Big Band.
They were just mad into swing.
You just said that and Steve Harvey turned around with the car like, he's just
oh Lord, this motherfucker.
Show me Big Man.
Yeah, so literally swinging Big
Yeah.
Bang. They were mad. Remember they was doing dances,
They were
swinging each
doing
other
dances.
around?
They had the skirts with the poodles on it, the frame glasses.
Damn.
They were lit. No one was like, yo, hold on.
Time out.
Do you guys realize what was going on in America when Big Band was popular? Like, they're like, I love my dress with the little poodle on it. And it's like, I know that dress from a Walmart.
Yeah.
Of a white lady pouring a milkshake on a black man's head to try to eat it at a lunch counter. Like, this shit is not popping.
I'm like, yo, the two black guys playing the trumpets that never say any words or making me uncomfortable. They just stand there and
They keep looking for the emergency exit. Like, we gonna make this break.
Why did they look trapped?
We run into Canada.
Shout out to the fucking squirrel nut zippers. I don't know why that came off the top of my head.
That's probably the name of it.
That's probably the name
Who
of the
else
band,
should we
right?
get for WASHEDFest?
We
need one-hit
the
wonders.
Squirrel, whatever's.
Do you guys know this one? Are you Jimmy Ray? Who wants to know? Who wants to know? That guy. We're gonna get Ole, that Geraldo.
Oh shit, yeah, Suave.
The guy from K7. Come baby, come.
Baby, come.
Yeah, he's in the Bronx, right?
He's definitely.
Probably.
He has to be.
And,
He's probably on 3rd Ave right now. Like, yo, pop in.
Who was the guy from Yonkers? It was like, rock your body.
Yo, Stagger Lee. Yo, can I tell you
Stagger
the
Lee is
saddest
coming
hip hop story?
WASHEDFest.
VH1 behind the music. Dog, I went to a Pizza Hut combo. You know the Pizza Hut / like Way Street or whatever.
Yes.
And I'm standing out there smoking a Newport 100 in one of the scummiest stages of my life, dog. I got a 92 Grand Cherokee with the 2 doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there smoking a may or may not be dipped in PCP cigarette, and fucking Stagger Lee is out there asking for cigarettes, fam, in front of Pizza Hut with the most distended South Pole t-shirt I have ever seen. Collar just looking wild, third world. I was like, damn. I was like, yo, you had a JCPenney commercial like last year, dog. What happened?
Oh my God, it's not funny because listen, that could happen to any of us.
Could be us. Could be us selling the hats in Times
Come
Square.
on, you had a song like la 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 la,
and there's like the him and the fast Spanish dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh wow, life comes at you so
fast.
fucking fast.
So fast. Then we gotta get the Optimum digital cable jingle, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, digital cable. What about Mims?
Shout out to Mims.
Mims made a song about being hot.
Yeah.
Which made him hot.
Which made him hot. Self-fulfilling prophecy. And
listen, he put in that universe.
Yo, he out there. And he said that he could make a mill saying nothing on the track. And he did just that.
He did nothing.
Or maybe his record label made a mill, not him. I don't know. But
we
we
gotta look it up. I'm sure someone's gonna write and be like, those people died. But
no. Mims is still here. He's doing security at like Wells Fargo and like Times Square or some shit. It's chill. He's good.
Hip hop artist Mims.
He got the ACG boots on.
Sean Mims.
Okay.
He is from Washington Heights.
Hey. Really?
Still alive?
That's what I'm saying. But like, yo, a lot of people from the Heights are like, he's not from the Heights.
Born into a Jamaican American family. What the hell?
This dude's all over the place. People were telling me he was from Montreal, then he was from the Heights, then he's from Boston. I'm like, I don't know what's going on with this. The internet's too crazy.
It stops at 2010, so
okay.
He's still out there.
Question mark?
Mims, get at us.
Holla.
You could headline WASHEDFest.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, how insulted would you be if you got like an email? You was like, "Yo, come headline a concert called WASHEDFest."
I mean, listen, it depends on what the check is looking like. If the check is looking washed, then I'm insulted. If the check is looking,
we're paying people in Red Bull
robust. I mean, the orange shit is popping. You already know.
A box of Red Bull. Like,
give me a case of the orange.
Here's Stagger Lee. Not for like we have to write on the side. Not for resale.
Do not buy.
Not for individual resale. He's at the bodega like, yo, you want to buy these? And Poppy's watching whatever movie you fucking mentioned. As I brought them all back with 3 references.
Oh my God. Look at that. Who's that? Oh, Stagger.
Hey, Stagger. Yo, Papi, I got your Red Bull.
Okay, está bien, papi, déjamela ahí.
La 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 la.
No, cállate. Shh. Mira. Shh. Lu.
Rock your body 1, 2, 1.
Hey, ¿qué pasó? That shit is whack, my nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Poppy's not with the shit, yo.
He's not with the shit.
He's trying to run his business.
He's like, I'm trying to watch this movie, trying to fucking make my money, and be wild sexually harassy to the white girls that moved into the neighborhood and call them Blanquita and make them feel comfortable, but make them feel uncomfortable at the same time.
Good morning, Alison. How you doing today, Alison? Oh my God.
You a stick.
Oh my goodness. You want some mango? It make you nalga bien grande. ¿Te gusta así, mami?
Oh my God. If I was a little bit younger, I would fuck you so hard. Oh, look at your mouth. I want to twist your mouth. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
To touch your mouth.
Yo, you said something that really hit home the other day. And you were saying
I say it a lot.
that you are washed when you go to Bodega and Poppy Jr. is running this shit instead of Poppy. Poppy's not even there no more. He's upstairs.
No, Poppy, because you know what? It's cute.
Poppy's in New Jersey.
It's like when
driving
you
the
see,
X5.
when you see a duck and it has like its ducklings behind it.
Yeah.
That's when Poppy is like, he has his son. And you're like, oh, it's your son. He's like 5. He's working the register. You ask for like a blunt. Right? Or some shit.
Gives it to you for 50
he
cents.
can't do it. He can't touch it because legally he can't get it to you. So he has to get the father. And you're like, oh, and stuff like that. And then one day you go in there and there's just a lanky fucking Arabian kid, you know, and he's on his phone and you don't know what he's doing. It's like Facebook, but that should look a little sus. And he don't. You're
He's like, yo, what's up, my nigga? What's up?
What's up, my nigga? What's up, my nigga? The hard end. I'm like, yo, chill. What's like? Why is it gonna be all that? Yo, it's good, my nigga. You chilling?
Yo, he got the taper face,
the tapered eyebrows and shit. He flirting with customers. He working the cash register mad fast.
But what's good, man? How you doing today?
He don't want to put your change in your hand. And
you don't want no bacon on your bacon, egg, and cheese? That's crazy.
I'll give that to you for free though. What's up? What you doing?
I mean, it's 50 cents more, but you know, I got you.
It's my father's store, so it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's my money. So.
Yeah, you know, I can close the door whenever I want. You know,
I pull down that gate and pull over them panties. Oh,
damn! That sounds like a Brazzer scene. Shut the. We be giving y'all content. Braz is gonna do a bodega scene with it. Somebody special bodega.
Did you see someone made the All Pipes Matter?
Yes.
Someone made
Black Pipes Matter. Yes.
Black Pipes Matter.
Yes. Seen that? See? And there's 3 of them. Because I seen Black Pipes Matter 3, so that means that there's a 1 and a 2. Maybe I don't know how Pinot works. You got to do a 1 and 2 before you do a 3.
Is Pinot a book in the Bible?
I don't know.
I've never heard this.
The
term.
word of
Is it after Song of Solomon?
Now let's turn to Pinot, chapter 38, verse 36.
And it says that he opened her butt cheeks with a wow. No, you're yelling at people out here stealing from the art.
Damn.
Your man who did the intro, William Bratton.
Yo, young Billy Bodega, we jumped him in.
He gonna go on MSNBC and be like, I don't think Trump's ever been punched in the face before.
I mean, I'm not gonna credit Mero for saying that, but I don't think he's ever been punched in the face. You know, a real punch in the face. I'm like, what? Like, yo, that's, and you know what's crazy?
That's like almost verbatim.
I'm like, yo, okay, motherfuckers, yeah, the podcast, Mero's gassed. Fam, that's too close for comfort. That's like Melania, Michelle shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? I see you out there lifting
Christopher
bars.
Hayes, I need you to expose this.
Expose him.
Expose him.
Drag him.
Drag him. Yes, drag him.
Chris, drag him.
Drag him,
Yo,
Chris.
he dragged. Shout out to Chris Hayes. He dragged
someone the other day on. I was like, don't get find out Chris Hayes from the Bronx.
Yo.
He'll give him hands.
He had my son under
He
pressure.
gives those intellectual verbal hands.
Yo, this dude came out and was like, Chris intros him and he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm on the Trump train. Ha ha ha. And then Chris is like, okay. And then starts pressing him. And my man is like, and you just see him anime sweating like, shook. It's right.
Because people are like, yo, I fuck with Trump. And then you ask them like, even Trump don't know what Trump stands for.
Yeah. Tell me why you fuck with Trump.
See, the problem is like you could be a Trump supporter, but yo, your own man don't even support. Like he's not giving you the ammunition you need. Like imagine if Trump came out and was like, I'm gonna do this about ISIS. I'm gonna do this about immigration. I'm gonna say if he said more about doing the war, you could be the wild dickhead. You could be like, actually. And you could have like something substantial to say. But for all now, it's like he's gonna make America great again.
He's not a politician.
He's not.
That's why I like him. He's not a politician. That's why I like the guy. He shoots straight shooter.
You need more than that. I'm talking to you barstool listeners.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, get Donald Trump out of here, man. He's a clown. Yo, it's crazy because and first of all, Paul Ryan, mad pussy, my G.
Mad pussy.
You wild pussy, bro. You should have been came out and be like, yo, fuck Donald Trump, but you didn't because you're wild buns. You know what I'm saying? And you try to maneuver yourself because you're a little snake. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to maneuver yourself and stay in government. All these motherfuckers want to do is keep their job, dog. Once these motherfuckers get to a certain level.
But see, now it's getting critical because Donald Trump asked 3 times about using nuclear weapons.
In 1 hour.
See?
In 1 hour.
You know what that's like? That's like when you got a crew and then like you all go in together on a gun and stuff, and every time, anytime something pops off, yo, I'm getting a burner.
Yo. Fam,
I'm getting a burner.
No.
What the fuck? Relax.
No. I had this shit in my hand last week with no gloves on. You're not killing somebody right now with this gun.
Yo, your man skipped me in the bodega line. It was a burner. I'm tight. I'm tight.
No.
I'm tight.
Relax. Tramel, chill. Listen, we went in on his burner. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to wild out. We could go jump him. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to take it to the guns yet. You know
they come in next week like, look at my paycheck. Some bitch named FICA took some of my money. Get the burner. Get the burner.
Yo, FICA stands for Federal Income child association. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to teach me
it's for
something?
your kids, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's because
Peanut, pass me the burner.
yo, chill. That's how motherfuckers get shot in apartments and then nobody knows what happened.
You can't use like nuclear weapons are there.
Yeah.
Just to be there, like
Yeah.
you can't use them anymore.
No.
Like that's not even you can't use them.
You can't even pretend like you're gonna use
They
them.
don't even got them in Call of Duty anymore.
They don't.
All right.
They're not. You could get and before you know what you had to do to get it. 25 kill streak, which is mad impossible and mad hard to do, which lets you know the severity of a nuke.
That's
if you got to get a 25 kill streak in Call of Duty to even get it, like come on,
what's
fam.
sad?
You know it's very serious.
You can show kids videos of like Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and they're not gonna get it. But that 25 kill streak reference
Yep.
right now, kids are like,
oh shit, he's right.
life is worth more than that, bro.
Yeah, bro. Damn, you should at least get a 30 kill for nukes. That's wild. Donald Trump really don't care, and he's really out here saying whatever. He's taking facts don't matter to the next level.
I mean, I respect that, but I don't respect that. But I respect it.
Yeah.
I
respect it when we do it, and I don't respect it when he does it.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a hustler. But I feel like he's losing steam. He doesn't want to be president.
He don't want to be president.
He doesn't want to be president.
That's why, that's why Paul Ryan's
he's very sensitive. You see that? Like,
Yeah,
he's
come
like,
on.
you know, when you first get on Twitter and you don't know how to like fanood it and stuff, and anything someone says to you, you gotta respond.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck now? Fuck you.
And
What
you go
mean?
back and forth with them for like 18, 19, 20 replies.
Yes.
That's what Donald Trump's doing.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's been on Twitter for a year, it seems like.
Dog,
You got to get to the point where it's water on a duck's back, baby.
come on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
You
what I'm
let
saying?
it go.
You try to be the president, but motherfucking anybody that jumps in your mentions you want to hook off? No.
It's just not going to work
Look at
like
Barry's
that.
mentions right now.
Look at
Straight
Obama.
filth.
Obama don't even check his mentions.
Don't even check.
He's tweeting from the verified tab.
He don't care.
He don't give a fuck.
Fuck y'all.
Y'all don't even know about the verified
And
tab,
even the
do y'all?
very, yeah, you don't even know.
All right, that's right. Blue check Jesus is back.
That's right.
I called D-Ray, he called Jack.
Hasan Desus out here.
Nah, that blue check. You know that funny thing about the blue check? I got the Digicel Antigua Twitter account to answer me because
That's
I
right,
had the blue
'cause you
check.
got the blue
Because
check.
they were like, "What's
That's
up?"
right.
It was like, "There's someone with the blue check on this island."
Yeah.
So shouts to
Yeah.
them.
And you might have been the only person at that time.
Probably
You and Sexo.
Sexo. What do you feel about?
Yeah. That's the joint.
Yeah, it actually is a joint. It's a very popular song. I have a T-shirt that goes with it.
Has a special T-shirt that goes with it.
A T-shirt and a water bottle from Flow, and a scarf. It's like I think it's a water company or the electric company down there. I was drunk.
Either way, that's
I was drunk.
good.
They had
name.
a truck that was part of the thing, and they were giving out stuff. And I went to go get a scarf because I wanted to tie a scarf around my face, like in like a threatening fashion.
Right.
And I was like, "Can I get a scarf?" Because everyone had a scarf, and the lady was like, "The scarf is in your package." Because apparently, when I bought my Carnival package with the T-shirt, and the water bottle,
everything was in there.
So
Somebody took your scarf out of the
no,
package.
I left it in the house. I wasn't trying to carry all that shit. I was drunk.
You know.
I was drunk for I was there for 3 days. I was drunk for 4 days.
I mean, when you're drunk, you don't really want to carry a package of anything.
carry nothing.
You just want to carry yourself.
Yeah,
You don't even want to carry yourself at a certain point.
I mean, I had my bank card on me and my ID, and that was basically it. And it was just like, the bank card actually worked. I was surprised.
I was about to say.
Because, every time I travel, TD Bank turns off my shit with the quickness.
Like, literally anywhere. I think we
Anywhere.
were in, like, fucking New Jersey, and they were like, oh, suspicious activity on your card.
No,
so
they
we're
were
going to
just
shut
like-
it down.
And I couldn't figure out, because the ATMs let you take out money in their money or American money. But then when I kept asking for American money, it would give me it would be like, here's $20 American, and it'd be like their money. And now you're drunk, and I'm just in there, just like keep putting the card in and taking it out. And this homeless guy was like, "Yeah, can I get some money?" And I was like, "How are you homeless on an island? Like,
It's beautiful out here. You could just
you
take
could
a
just
nap.
build a shack on
Yeah.
the beach. Like,
Yeah.
you're not really trying, Barrington.
Yeah, come on. Go
on.
out there, knock a tree down.
Go
and just-
live in a palm tree.
You could.
Yeah.
Shout out to the islands, bro. Life is beautiful. If you could stay away from Zika and shit, man, you could live out there.
Well,
off the land.
being out there, and then someone dying at the festival, and just seeing how other people do a lot more with less.
It really makes you appreciate
It
life.
makes you appreciate life
Yeah.
because, our shit is quite popping up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Shout out to America. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's a lot of problems, but the shit is kind of lit.
this is good.
You know what I'm saying? At least in New York. I don't know.
Like
about
you
everywhere
could
else.
waste water down up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that down there.
But I thought about there's parts of America that I'm actually kind of scared of, like where's Matt? Like if I was to go, I saw this movie Out of the Furnace with Christian Bale,
Okay.
and I don't know if it was set in Virginia or like Western
Like
Pennsylvania,
West Virginia and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is frightening to me, fam.
Well, what's actually funny because there used to be people from not gonna say a project name,
Okay,
but they used to have a pill connection down there, and they go down there and sell oxys. So you'd have mad black people down there just selling mad prescription drugs to like toothless white people and shit, just making a killing.
shout out to my guy at the dope spot.
Dipset, allegedly, Freaky Zeke was part of that.
Oh well,
That wasn't me snitching. That is out there. So don't get mad
That's
at
public
Jesus.
knowledge?
That's public knowledge. Freaky was getting it off.
wow, shout out.
Freaky Zeke.
Yeah.
That's a dude.
Shout out to my guy at the dope spot. I was like, yo, you could get Oxy's money. I was like, what are you trying to do? I was like, yo, oxys, people, yo, listen.
Oxys are the move. Well, they're not the move, but I mean.
Don't OD on oxys. Y'all are wildin'. That should have said that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, drugs don't automatically mean you're gonna OD.
Yeah, no.
You know, there's, it's like people insulting you on the internet. There's a 10% that really hates you. There's 10% that hate.
I'm with you. I'm still with you.
You still with me, right?
Yeah,
Stay with me here. I'm in Smack City.
Okay.
The 10% that really fuck with you, and you want that middle ground.
Yeah.
And so there's gonna be the 10% of people who can't do drugs at all.
I fucking hate you. Yeah.
They die right away.
Right.
Then you have the bottom 10% who just become addicted for life.
Right.
But the middle people,
it's like, yo, yeah,
they're on the day parties. They're chilling. Shit's cool.
Yeah, nah. I was fucking popping oxys like M&M's before, dog.
Yeah, look at you. You're here.
Sure. You know what I'm saying? You got a nasty high.
You wasn't out here sucking dick for oxys before we started recording.
No way.
You're good money.
There's no drug that I love enough to put a cock in my mouth. TBH.
I feel like that statement today needs TBH. Maybe a pause. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Is there anything you love enough to put a cock in your mouth?
I mean, I guess my kids. If you were like, yo, put a cock in your mouth or we're going to kill all your kids.
Who's
That's a very weird, like, Austin Powers level, like, villain shit.
Like who's like,
I'm not going to kill you. But you got to put a cock in your mouth.
They just whip out their cock in front of your kids? Oh, man.
But then your kids won't respect you. Like, yo, Dad, you had to top fucking Clinton Eastwood off to fuck. You know what I mean? It's like a lose-lose.
And you know Clinton Eastwood's not going to be able to get it up. It's going to be all floppy.
Yeah,
that's worse. Like, if your kid has to see you suck like a flaccid dick, it's just like flapping around. Like,
no, that's terrible.
Daddy's tongue wrestling with a snail?
Daddy's trying to blow up that balloon.
Yeah. Watch your father.
God.
Watch your father. Or worse, like your kid becomes very inspired by it and writes a book about it and recounts it in detail. You gotta go to like book readings where your son is reading the passage over and over in front of a gala
I'm like, full of people. I'm just like trying to talk over him and shit. Like, yo,
when my father.
Wow, this is such a great drink
to save my family.
Food here is great tonight.
I remember him dropping down on his knees.
Food's so good here. This is such a great. I love this event hall.
My mother,
it's my favorite event hall. It's the best event hall.
He licked his lips.
You guys got the more. Can I have another drink?
Dark Jesus.
Misery Mero. Wow. Yo, nah, man. Yeah, I don't know how we got on the topic of cocks. You know what I'm saying?
What happens? But anyway, Bill Bratton, how many more of Bodega Hives rhymes are going to come out your fat lips?
You fucking cow, your non-existent lips. Motherfucker got a beak.
You wanted to be on every last one of my classics.
That's right.
Pop shit, apologize, nigga.
Right.
Just ass kiss.
That's right.
Ether was not a good song.
It wasn't a good song.
It was a good song. And Eminem murdered you on your own shit, you dick riding faggot. You love the attention. Queens niggas run you niggas. Ask Russell Simmons.
Yeah, no.
The F word was like...
It was a lot. I mean, like at the time,
because Jay never called Nas a faggot.
No. Jay was like, yo,
maybe.
I
don't know.
I mean, I feel like every rapper has said faggot in at some point in their career.
Yeah,
like,
at one point you could get away with it.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
yo. It's weird because I feel like that, like the word cunt used to be like that, but now people say cunt, it's nothing. But if you say faggot, it's like whoa, because you know what I'm saying. It's a wild word. It's a very heavy, bombastic word to say. It's very hurtful.
Not if you live in like England and Europe. In America,
it's a pile of sticks, right?
Yeah.
Or a cigarette.
No, it's just a word.
Literally a cigarette.
What? A cunt?
Isn't a fag like you have a fag? It's a cigarette.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said cunt. But no, we're talking about you saying cunt being...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cunt is like... Fanny is worse than cunt. Am I right about that? I don't know. British slang. Yo, holla. Bodega Hive in London. Holla at us.
We're going to do a live show out in London.
I gotta know what level... offensiveness I could be out there. I don't want to call you
know what it is?
Fanny.
Because my family has filthy mouths, so I could totally be right. I could totally be wrong.
Yeah.
Like they curse all the time.
That's how I be, man. I be at home like saying all types of bad words and I'm like, damn.
Do your kids pick them up when you
No, they don't. I mean, because they know like Heather's pretty good about that. Like, yo, chill, that's a bad word. Like and a lot of times my kid, like I was walking that, you know when you have a stack of papers in your hand and you're just holding it with two fingers and like the middle slips out and it just goes flying everywhere? That happened to me once and I was like, fuck! And Adrian was like, Daddy, why'd you say fuck? And I was like, I was really frustrated. I'm sorry. You shouldn't say that. It's a bad word.
Right. As soon as you tell them you shouldn't say that, they
get hype. But my kids didn't. They were just like, yo, because they see me every time I say fuck or like shit or like it's always like damn. It's like emotion behind it. I'm not just like, yo, pass me the fucking mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? It's always emotion. So they're like, damn, hey, this motherfucker's tight. So this is a word that you say when you're tight. Kids' brains are weird.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They're just developing. They're like sponges. They think different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's why we're better than animals. I'm taking it back to like 4 episodes ago.
I remember that. Our whole discussion about kids versus animals. That's throwback. That's throwback. And then I remember I was like, yeah. I was out there.
I was there, yeah. Yo, listen, we made a
We've had some moments on this show.
Yo, we got off the exit. That's when you're like, yo, that's the exit. We get off. Yeah, we did that a lot.
Full across. Oh man.
Jersey sweep. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I foolishly put my crib listing of a house that I wanted to buy on the internet. I don't know why I did that because I was probably.
Did someone buy it?
No. But the price went down $30,000.
Did
they? You know what I'm saying? So
wow,
it was $690 when I said it, and now it's $660. So
I need to buy something.
You know what I'm saying? Buy something.
I need to buy something.
Buy property. Yo, if you can buy property in New York City, man, whew. Like,
nigga, I do not have my life together enough to buy property.
Just buy a crib from your parents. But yo, just be like, yo, mom, I'm buying a crib.
If I buy the house from my parents,
just give them 20 grand cash.
They're still coming through.
Give them 20 grand cash on the confetti 8s.
No.
You gotta do it.
No, not on my confetti 8s. Confetti 8s.
Yo, did you see this shit? Somebody stole a one-of-one pair of sneakers from Fat Joe and then try to go on the internet and be like, yo, can I get a price check for these? Like one-of-one, Terror Squad, whatevers. And then somebody was like, screen capped it and was like, yo, Fat Joe, here's the motherfucker that stole your sneakers. Because somebody stole a pair of kicks from him in like an airport or some shit like that. And he was like, said something about it. He's like, yo, motherfucker stole my kicks. And then this dude had the audacity to go on the internet and try to sell them.
People are stupid.
How stupid you gotta be, dog?
People are stupid. You a lot of times if people, especially if you're stealing stuff at the airport, child TSA gang.
I mean, facts don't matter. I don't even know if that's. But yeah,
that sounds right. But when they steal stuff, like I think they stole Kim K's jewelry once.
Yo, come over
here. They was trying to flip the shit.
Yo, look at this shit, yo.
You know they be going through the shit.
Fat Joe, that's Fat Joe, right?
Look at that Fat Joe. Oh shit. That's Fat Joe.
Yo, take his sneakers.
Your shit don't even show up on the other side of the machine. You're like, yo, where's my sneakers? Keep it moving, please, sir.
Sir. Niggas start saying sir bad loud. Sir. I'm like, yo.
That whole thing. And then they like, you can't use your phone by the machine. Like, why?
Why not?
Why I can't use my phone?
You catching Pokemon right here, Yesenia? Why not? Well, because it interrupts the readings of the machines. Nigga, why are you asking me? I'm trained. Are you trained in this? I didn't think so. Shut the fuck up and go back in the air blowing machine. Stupid.
Put your hands up like the Wu-Tang sign.
Put it up.
Put it up like the Wu-Tang sign.
Put it up.
Wu-Tang.
Fucking stupid.
Dummy.
Stupido.
You gotta take your computer out and put a separate tray. I don't understand why you don't understand that.
Yo, laptops go separate.
Laptops and tablets.
Stupid.
Take off your shoes.
Oh my god.
Why are your shoes and your laptop in the same tray?
I said separate trays. Oh my god, yo.
Oh, coño.
Oh my god. Yo, y'all so stupid. Yo.
That's the whole thing to keep people from coming in this country. We just put the most aggressive people at that front line. Like, yo,
put
do you
30
want to go
in
through
customs and you're good. You'll never have anybody.
Like I said to the customs agent, I was like, "How's it going today?" And he just looked at me. I'm like, "Come on, dog. Like you could talk.
Come on. You can say what's up." TSA be acting like cops out here. Like, yo, you're not cops, dog.
You're not even a cop, nigga. You got waves.
Certificate.
You got waves. You clearly got time to brush your hair and put on a do-rag.
No motherfucker that brushed their hair 300 strokes every night is going to tell me to put my laptop in a different case and yell at me like I'm a child.
They were like, what is your occupation? So I was just like, I'm a writer. And they just left it alone at that. Because if you put something like talent or TV thing, they're going to be like, what shows?
Oh, why are you on TV? What shows?
I'd be like,
I never heard of that. I never forget, dog, my most humbling moment ever in life where we went to fucking House of Hoops and I tried to drop the I'm on TV flex to Shorty.
It was like Geico. And she was like, you on Geico?
Y'all niggas is in Geico commercials? That's not TV, stupid. That's a commercial. Estúpido.
Oh.
You corny. What y'all want, LeBron's? Fuck out of here.
I bet you it'll be different. She sees us now.
That's right.
Because, yo, shout out to Bodega Hive in Antigua. I am in
holding it down.
Dark as fuck in the street. All right? It's Carnival.
Yo.
And your man ran out and was like, are you Desus nice? The brand is strong. And where's Mero? Fam, if I didn't do the one tear, but the tear was made of like rum out of my eye. Whew.
Damn.
Such a moment, man.
Damn, it's beautiful.
Out here.
So great.
And he approached like a bear.
He did.
A Soca bear.
Shut the hey, jump on wave! Jump on wave!
Soca Bear is Sugar Bear's cousin.
Okay.
What cereal is Sugar Bear?
Golden Puffs.
Golden Puffs.
I know that because I smoke mad weed.
One day we're gonna do a cereal off. We're gonna have all these cereals. We're gonna blindfold Mero.
Yep.
He has to expose them.
Let's do it.
Off the rip.
I will fucking. Yo, I'm so nice with cereals, B, man. You
should just see Mero. Mero just looked to the side like he was reminiscing on a game in a football game in high school where he had 4 touchdowns.
Yo, I just started like...
He did the Drake look out the window and think back about the girl you missed look. Like,
y'all stupid, B. Y'all ain't fuck with the honeycombs like me, dog. Crazy Cocoa Pebble God in the building.
Damn. Yo, it was like, yo... It's like an old head, like, yo, so I used to fuck motherfuckers up back. Y'all don't know about me, dog. Y'all don't know me, man. I had y'all all shook.
He told a wild story and they just go mad left. He be like, yo, I used to be robbing drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? I was the biggest nigga on the block. You know what I mean? It was nothing for me to like. You know,
I made Jamel suck my dick that one time. Like, whoa, what? Hold on, what? You made Jamel what? Where you come from with this? You mad hype like with the plug story, like, yo, word? Yo, tell me more. And then he just made that laugh. You like, man, I think, yo, what happened? Then Jamel come through like, yo, Jamel, you really suck this nigga dick? What the fuck is it? The fuck, oh, crackhead motherfucker. I ain't suck your dick. Fuck out of here. This nigga been in jail 30 times. You believe him?
Oh, my God. Used to call that nigga Sweet Mouth on the island.
Yeah.
Nah, back in the 80s, I think it was acceptable for, like, drugs and shit to get your dick sucked.
Absolutely.
But, like...
This is definitely like the cocksuck episode. Be like, niggas been talking about, yo, we gotta get Nori out here. I don't like having sex. I like brain. It's a very candid.
It's like when Biggie said, "Don't you know my gutter kidnap kids?
Oh,
fuck them in their ass and throw them over the bridge."
Wow, that's wild. You didn't have to fuck them in the ass. You could have just thrown them over the bridge. That's bad enough.
No one in the studio was like, "Yo, excuse me."
Yo, time out. Yo, hold on.
No one paused the Pro Tools session. Like, yo,
chill. Turn it down. Yo, Biggie.
They turned on the intercom to talk between the booth and the thing. Like, excuse me, Biggie.
Yo, son, did you say fuck in the ass? Yo, Gutter, you fuck kids in the ass? Yo, chill. Yo, run that back. Don't say the ass shit, though, Big. Come on, Big. Don't say the ass shit, Big.
We can take it out of post.
I want this shit to be a single, man. You can't fuck kids in the ass on a single. Come on.
Gutter's like, nah, leave that shit in there.
I did
that shit.
Nigga just grabbed the intercom.
No, fuck that, Big. Leave that shit. I did that shit. Remember that motherfucker? Fuck that motherfucker.
I fucked them kids.
Fuck.
Yo, chill, Gutter.
Why you think they call him Gutter? I feel like he didn't get the nickname Gutter until after.
Damn. Yo.
Oh my God.
Niggas calling Jared Gutter in the pen right now?
Yo.
Chill. No.
Jared, listen to that
Stop.
shit. Like, Jared, listening to that shit and doing the Puff Daddy ad lib like, that's right. Take that. Oh my God.
Yeah, every time I imagine Jared, I just imagine him in locked up, but without the jumpsuit, like with the khakis and the denim button up and the bow shoes. Everybody else is in the jumpsuit, and he's just standing there with the wild big, holding up the big pants, like. Everybody's like, yo, fuck Jared.
Nigga got it's so full of cold cuts.
Nigga put the gloves on and shit.
Other nigga got bad soups.
Yo, fuck Jared. But Jared got an Indian dude making sandwiches right now in the subway.
Shit.
That's wild. You wildin', Jared.
Oh, niggas just pulling out like toppings for the sandwiches through the bars. Yo, let me get some arugula.
Yo, let me get some extra banana peppers. Yo, y'all always mad stingy with the peppers, man. Come on.
Yo, is that vino from your butt? I'll take that.
Yo, let me get the ass vinaigrette. Jared got niggas eating ass vinaigrette. Damn, it's crazy because we always assume like, yo, if you're a Chimo, you go to jail and it's hell for you, you're getting abused. What if Jared's over there kinging it?
That nigga opening Subway franchises. Nigga, he's handprinting like $5 footlong coupons and shit.
He got the cell back. Yo, he's cutting garlic math in the cell. Somebody comes in like, yo, Jared, we got beef. Nigga takes off the little tiny glasses like, what's popping? We gonna do this shit or what?
Wow. This nigga's like whistling while he's getting ready. He's like, 5. Like, you gonna put out the shank and shit?
Nigga curling a hero.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
This nigga doing Chomo Appreciation Month and shit. $3 off your sandwich.
God damn.
God damn.
Shout out to Jared. Nah, no shout out to Jared.
No shout out to him.
Dog.
Fuck you.
I hope he die in jail.
Someone's gonna hit him in the head with a bar
That'd be dope.
or something.
Yeah,
remember, because look how long it took them to get Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yo, they got him good though.
Because remember, when you're in jail, you got nothing but time. You got nothing but you just waiting.
That's got to be the worst thing ever. Like, yo, I know motherfuckers gonna kill me or try to kill me, and I don't know when it's gonna happen.
See, that's why the death penalty sucks, but it kind of works.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? People are like, nah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Like, after a while, like...
I want to see how motherfuckers would feel about the death penalty, though, if they did that shit publicly. Like how they do in other countries when it's like, yo, if you got to die, motherfucker, you dying in Times Square. we're gonna cut your head off.
I want to see how people would feel about the death penalty if we made it into the most lit reality show ever, and we had like, yo,
Death House,
America's next top death row inmate, and like every week they have to do like, you vote for a motherfucker and stay alive, and they gotta do like talents and shit.
Yo, those would be the most saddest, because you know how they say like, yo, plead your case to the audience and like whatever.
Nah, because you think it's sad. Like, no, we're not pleading cases. Be like, yo, you are gonna work with Paula Abdul, and you're gonna make a song. Pleading like you
Paula come through mad drunk and shit.
You're like, yo,
I love the dance routine, but you're like kind of out of shape. So let's leave the highlight kicks out. Okay.
Straight up now, tell me, do you really want to kill me forever? No, no, no. And like the crowd's roaring. Yeah. Like all the American Idol judges, you got the chair, the niggas is spinning. Like, oh shit.
That's a no for me, dog.
Oh, like, oh. You going on to the next round.
Oh my God, yes.
You're going on to the next round.
They're like, no, I don't want to go on to the next round. No. The lethal injection round, yes. Oh my God.
Christina Aguilera was like, I love it. I love it.
The dude from Maroon 5 was like, yeah. That's all he says.
It's like, next week we have triple murderer Max Bueller. He's going to sing a duet with Katy Perry.
Oh my God.
Katy Perry.
Special jail guest Max B.
Oh. Wavy, baby.
Ow.
Ow.
So
wait, does the winner of the show
die?
No, he lives. The other four die.
Yeah.
If
you win, you get pardoned. If
imagine
you
that
lose,
last episode, and it's like the last two. And you know how America, like everyone picks like two people. Like for like a week, everyone's like, yo, I'm Team Max. Yo, I'm Team Mike.
Nah.
It's like, yo, and they do like the fucking ESPN graphic. They spin around with 4 homicides, 1 home invasion.
It's just the
3 rapes.
It's like the NFL shit where you think it's a picture, but it's really like just a video.
It's a video.
And they're just trying to stay still.
He's like, they do like the Maury style thing. Like, I know I'm not gonna get killed because I'm a killer myself.
That's right.
That's right.
Next week we coming for you, nigga.
If you want to see Max live, text 33344.
They'll be like, yo, Max Finkelstein. You know what I'm saying? Leave high school.
People start putting that shit in their bio, like T-Max. T-Max, I know he's a killer, but he's so cute.
He's so cute. Oh my God, I love him.
T-Max. He's got people outside with like the signs. Max.
Oh my God. Those mad drunk dudes with the body paint.
Like, yo, Max.
Yo, fucking love you, Max, bro. Max, bro.
People on MSNBC like, this is extremely problematic. This is not how democracy works.
Tonight on All In with Chris Hayes, we're going to talk about this wild shit in America with the death penalty.
Oh, man.
Niggas is wildin'.
Great.
Yo, they got to execute a motherfucker in Times Square for people to really feel.
That's how the loser executed, but it has to be like, we can't do like a
They got to
regular.
do the Times Square ball drop, but the ball falls on him.
Listen, we making shows out here. We making shows. No, he gets the choice. What we do is like, you know how they have like the American Ninja,
right.
That thing,
yeah.
But with the lethal shit, like actual piranhas. And he gets one last chance.
Yo, if you make it through the shit,
you free. Yo! One and done.
Chill.
That's the season for. Oh,
dog! I just thought of this, and it's the worst thing ever. I seen. It's probably like Peter posted it or some shit. It's a terrible video. It's like 10 seconds long. You know, like some baby chicks like are male, so they can't use them to lay eggs.
They put them in a grinder.
They put them in that fucking grinder.
Yeah,
and it's just mad baby chicks and like beep 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 beep, and then they turn the shit on. It's like, yeah, and it, bruh. I mean, you watch Live League, so that's nothing to you. But I saw that shit, I was like,
that's a Monday morning. I was like, I put that on when I'm making my coffee.
I see that shit, I was like, no, that's like the end shit. Like you gotta jump mad far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you fall into that shit.
Imagine that, like all of America watch it because he's like at the last 10 feet to freedom.
Yeah. He's just like on the edge of your seat.
Like, yo. And we have it perfectly timed because we have like the earpieces. We're like, all right.
Yo.
Camera 3, camera 2, camera 2.
Grind your cam.
Over. Need more light. Vocals.
Tight, let me get it tight on one.
Oh, he's just go closer and closer to that edge. He just gotta like ring a bell for freedom.
It's like, next week.
But first. Let's take before we see how this episode ended, let's take a look at how Max got here. At age 5, Max was raised on a farmhouse. Like we do the wild 20-minute, the whole life story.
His mom crying and shit like.
And people were like, "Wait, why is the season finale from 8 p.m. to 12 o'clock?"
It's 12 hours long. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, remember that video game Super Smash TV?
Yes.
Super Nintendo?
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
I read
Some
about that on
shit
Wikipedia. I wasn't around when it was around.
Oh, you're a millennial.
I'm a millennial.
That's right.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah. The first video game I ever played was Crash Bandicoot. I'm a millennial.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I was 5.
The first the Division.
I don't even remember Call of Duty 1, bruh.
What was that?
That's a throwback.
Was that factual?
Whoa. Yo, shout out to the dude that actually knew about World War II or whatever. You would talk about.
Because I said Normandy was in World War One.
It's cool. You know facts don't matter.
Guess
boy.
what? I care less about actual World War One events than I do.
Did that even really happen?
I mean, I don't know if it happened. I know stuff happened. You know what? When Shepard died in Call of Duty, that was real.
That shit was really
That
real.
was real.
That's right.
You know what? Yeah, your grandfather, he sacrificed himself for us. And
you know who
God
sacrificed
bless.
himself for us? Ramirez.
Ghost and Ramirez. Ramirez, man that turret. Ramirez, secure that
Ramirez,
branch now.
God damn it. Ramirez, you lazy Mexican. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Did he just say
I
that?
was like, wait a minute, that wasn't a vocal. that was live.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Shout out to Ramirez.
Oh, man. This episode's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over. It's good.
It's good.
That's
It's
what
good.
they love. That's what the Hive wants.
It's tough but fair.
The Hive. It's tough but good.
Malia Obama wilding at Lollapalooza. Is she wilding? She was showing
That's literally what you wrote.
That's
good.
really, she was showing the presidential cheeks.
You know what I'm saying?
But
But yo,
listen,
she's out here.
she's a
dog.
kid.
How old is she? 18?
17, 18, whatever.
Whatever. She's out here. Let her cook, man.
What a cook. We
Let
got
her
no
fun.
we got no Malia
How you get
Obama
mad?
Sanders.
Yo, motherfuckers forgot that Jenna and whatever her name Bush was out here.
Out here like
wild.
Thelma and Louise.
Girls got wild,
All
coked
type
up,
stuff.
skied up, caked up in Cancun and shit, showing their titties all wild, crazy, brazy. Come on.
I feel bad because like now they've grown to be
Model citizens?
not model citizens, but
Not as bad.
not as bad.
Yeah. Yo, when you're young, you wild out, man. Come on.
You make mistakes. It's just certain people.
Let he who
some-
has never twerked at a concert cast the first stone.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
The problem is a
You
lot
mind
of
if I
people.
wild out?
Wow, Google that video. Google that video.
Yeah.
No, some people get a chance to be kids and like make mistakes, and other people don't.
Oh, no.
So
If you're the president's child, everything you do is going to be scrutinized.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just, Malia, just keep cooking, man. Do your thing.
she's doing her thing.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about these motherfuckers, man.
Don't worry about what other people have to say. You just live your life and do whatever the fuck it is you want to do.
That's right. Do
The
what
same
you
way
do, girl.
Derek Fisher
Yes.
is doing by
Yes.
coming back.
Whoa. Whoa. Yo, Derek Fisher really posted a video of him dribbling with both hands for 5 seconds and was like, I'm coming back to the NBA. You're not ready. He took an L as a coach. The fastest L. Yo, Derek Fisher.
That video of him dribbling the 2 balls looks like someone in the Bronx set up a basketball camp and they don't actually have a location. They're just going to use the local park.
leaving high school gym.
Come to Tyrone Jenkins basketball camp, 5-star academy. Provide your own shorts, please. No personal checks. I've been burned before.
Money orders only. Post office money orders. Yo, that's crazy. Be like, yo, you can't come back like that.
He wants to come back.
Come on, fam. You took an entire year off to fuck side bitches and do all this crazy shit.
That's what you're doing now.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you do, guy.
He feels that his reputation has been tarnished from being a coach,
Nah, he's got to.
which I feel is a dig at the Knicks.
Yeah, come on. How's that the Knicks' fault that you're a trash coach?
You know what? He just wants attention because he knows the Knicks are, you know, as Derrick Rose says,
Popping.
you know, the
Super team.
The super team.
right.
Only two super teams in the NBA. Okay, the Warriors
And us.
and us. And I would just like to point out something. My Knicks did not lose 3 games in a row in the finals
That's right.
this year.
That's right. Who did?
Which super team did, huh?
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Look at
Super
that.
team, this dick.
Derrick Rose. Don't think Derrick Rose hasn't played that many games, but so he's had time to sit on the be on the sideline and think
And think about it.
think about it.
Every time he clapped, he was having a new thought. He was like, yo, you know what? I'm coming back.
Come back,
back.
bring back. And he said, if I could come back, I'm gonna do the biggest rehab story with the greatest team ever.
Oh, man, the Knicks.
The Knickerbockers.
That's right, because I see a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there talking about, New York isn't really a free agent destination anymore. That's a fallacy.
Fuck up.
Fuck out of here.
You know who's not a free agent destination? Your mother.
Mad people have said that. I feel like somebody's gonna feel subbed by that. But
About
mad
what?
people have said that. That's been a running thing now. Like New York, New York Knicks fans are mad gas. They always think that people are gonna want to go there just because it's New York and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? This, that, the
It
third.
used to be that the playing in New York was like what you want to do. Now it's turned into you want to play in New York, but not for the Knicks. You just want to flame the Knicks in Madison Square Garden because that's like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
But if you are a real athlete, a true champion if you have the testicular fortitude. If you do not suffer from a hashtag called masculinity so frail, and you believe in your abilities and your talent, such as my man Mero, the God, you come to New York. Because you know, if you bring a championship to New York, you never have to buy another drink.
Never.
You get a bridge named after you. Dog. They will name 7 after you. Now, other so-called stars,
they'll give you 9/11 treatment.
LeBron,
if you win a championship. Straight up.
Dwayne Wade, you know, Steph Curry, even Russell Westbrook.
That's right.
They're afraid. Kevin Durant. They're afraid to come to New York because they can't handle the pressure of putting the city on their back. They can't. They don't want to be the fictional Rudy Giuliani.
That's right.
Rebuilding the city after 9/11.
That's right.
That didn't happen, but we're gonna go with this because I'm flying right now.
Let's
so
do it.
you know,
with you.
But you see Mero every day,
Mero,
in and out.
Also NBA player, Olympic star,
Joakim Noah now,
business owner, Joakim Noah. You know what I'm saying? Civil rights leader. You know what I'm saying? I jumped off the cliff. I said Melo's civil rights leader.
He is a civil rights leader. He is. He's the next. He's the next Martin Luther King.
That's right.
Put it out there.
Put it out there. Fuck it.
Put it out there.
Pulling up.
Put it up from
Swish.
Put it up from 50 because
from the logo.
There's 5 seconds left before halftime, and the Asian lady on the unicycle is about to come out and kick the rice bowls on her head.
Yeah. I just see Steve Sharippa. I can't wait to be courtside.
What's your top 5 dunks from the 2010 year, Steve? What the fuck?
I'm gonna say that one time Amari dunked on KG at the Garden. That was beautiful because KG's a pussy, so I like that. I'm gonna go eat some more gabagool. I'll see you later. Love you, Joe.
They're gonna the first time they let us be courtside.
Oh man,
I'm just like I feel like that Garden's gonna be like, yeah,
we're gonna be sauced.
It's gonna be
sauced. Oh my god, like homie from Hangover. Remember him?
Yes.
He went on there, was like, Joe, you're really hot. I want to kiss your face. Yeah, I kiss your face, Joe.
We've been warning people for 3 years now.
I'm telling you.
Listen, the brand is strong. The brand is, and you know when you get the Bodega Hive members who are in the building.
Come on,
because all the food workers fuck with us. At MSG.
Right. You Shout out to MSG. Shout out to all my gang at MSG.
Why don't you change the Friday Night Knicks song to the Bodega Boys theme?
That's right.
Give my shout out to my man DJ DNA and BIC.
You know what I'm saying? BIC gang.
How much
gang,
more
gang,
lit
gang.
would that be if every time a Knick game started you heard the
It's way more inspirational.
That shit, come on.
Come on, get out of here.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody want to see a guitar that you don't got to pick up.
What is that?
What is that shit called?
Is that a guitar?
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lazy guitar?
That's a wild lazy. Victor's not even here to check
It's
facts.
a wheelchair accessible guitar.
What is that? It's a. I was gonna say keytar, but that's not a keytar.
No,
because I think Prince invented the keytar. R.I.P. my nigga Prince.
I once saw a pregnant Alicia Keys play a keytar in New Orleans, and my heart has never broken.
Wow.
Also, she sung that song.
Was she sweaty?
No, but she was rolling around. She actually fell off a piano, but she got back up very fast.
She fell off a piano pregnant?
Yeah.
Was she
a
okay?
video of it on YouTube.
Was she okay?
Also, she kept switching pianos. She went through 5 pianos in like 10 minutes.
Stop.
And she did that in New York, but she changed the words to New Orleans. And everyone that was waiting for it like got up and left.
Ugh.
But shout out to Alicia Keys.
And she did.
Alicia
she changed
Keys,
New York to New Orleans.
Yeah, it was Essence Fest though.
Okay, all right.
Think about what Alicia
Gotta play
Keys.
the audience.
What Alicia Keys does for WNBA montages is what
God.
Eminem does for Wounded Warrior Project videos. Okay, he's just inspirational. We brought it back to Eminem.
Bruh. Eminem has inspired every military push-up in the past 10 years.
You know when they're like when they're linked up in the water?
In the water, and they just like water splash on their face, and they got the war paint on.
To make it happen.
Yeah, slow motion run through the sand. Dawn is all stormy weather. Forget that you're on a beach at 85 degrees. You know what I'm saying? In the beautiful North Carolina.
Oh, man.
South Carolina, wherever. Where's the beach? North Carolina or South Carolina?
I don't know. That's not a real beach. I just came from the Caribbean. That's a real beach.
That's a real beach,
That's a real beach.
Let me tell you something.
That beach, that water was so clear.
Let me tell you something.
If you pee in the water, everyone will turn around and be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, fam?
What you do?
Huh? Oh, no. Yo, shout out to my wife. I love it. But she tried to compare New Jersey beaches to Dominican Republic. I was very offended. I was like, yo, you're wilding. I was like, yo, it's fun out here. It's cool.
I went to Rockaway Beach like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I don't know. Check my Instagram.
Rockaway Beach.
That's not a beach.
It's not
compared to Antigua. Like, come
on.
It's
rocks.
Like
it's rocks and water.
It is. And despair.
And despair.
The PJs is a little too close.
It was way too close.
Because you know what? I knew something wasn't right with Rockaways because I felt way too at home at there.
Yeah.
As a Bronx dude, I was like, yo, I can live out here.
Every time I've gone to Rockaway Beach, I've been there for like, because you know you don't go to the beach for half an hour. You go there for the whole day, so you kind of lose yourself in the nature and whatever.
You gotta lose yourself.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah. Every time I've gone there, I've gotten up off my towel, wrapped my shit, and took my Metro card out, thinking I'm getting on the 12 bus. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt that
It feels just like that little plaza right there.
Just like Chocha Beach, fam.
Just like Chocha Beach.
Shout out to Chocha Beach.
Just like Chocha Beach.
Hey.
Chocha Beach.
Hey. That's the anthem. That's the anthem. Yo, Jersey Club. All my Jersey Club heads, we're going to do the Chocha Beach Jersey Club anthem. Highlight me. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Chocha
Beach.
We get Martinez Brothers.
The Martinez Brothers on deck.
We get them. We get K7.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's going to be lit.
Release white label. You know what I'm saying? Release it on mix pack. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Gang.
Just promising. I'm making all types of wild promises. Running for office.
We're doing all types of stuff. We're busy this week. We got all types of shit on deck.
Yeah.
Who else is, we got records, merch, everything's coming up. Russell Westbrook, he re-signed
why
for
you do that?
$7 billion.
Why you do that? I was so mad, dog. I really wanted him to come to the Knicks next year.
I did too.
Not next year, but like, 2017. It's not going to happen, but he's signed for money, B. Like, he knows what time it is. That product is expensive. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that bread. They gave him like $85 million, I think it was. I feel like I'm dependent upon to know about NBA contracts, so I'm going to pull up.
That's good.
I think it's 7 years, $85 million.
Is that
might be A-Rod's contract. I don't even know what's that. Speaking of A-Rod.
We're just switching topics.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, $85 million contract. Yeah, you're right.
$85 million, yeah. So he got $85 million. Shout out to you, yo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, he stayed in Oklahoma, yo. Nah, he stayed for $85 million.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, he didn't stay for Oklahoma.
Put it this way. It's like, if Oklahoma was his girl.
Yeah. Oklahoma just got some new titties.
Your girl is worth $85 million. You're not leaving her over leaving like the fucking knife with the peanut butter in the sink after you left.
Yo, you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever.
You can do whatever you want. Oh, you ran the dog over? Were you pulling out? Damn. We'll get a new one.
You come home and she got the wild gangbang being run on her.
Yo,
you be like, you be like, excuse me,
hello.
Can you use a coaster?
Hey,
thank you.
That couch hasn't even been stain treated yet.
Honey, I hope you
please.
I hope you have a great time. I'll be upstairs.
I'll be upstairs. I'm gonna go get $1 million and go fucking sniff $1 million worth of coke. Shout out to millionaires. Who's a millionaire? Damn. I want to be a millionaire. I just got mad sad because I'm not a millionaire, B.
Soon. Damn. The brand is strong. The trajectory is up there.
Damn, nah, I'm tired.
By the time you are a millionaire, you're going to be like, this shit is whack.
This shit's whack. Being a millionaire is whack?
You're going to be like this.
Ah!
Because you know what
What's today's date?
You don't want to be a millionaire. You want to spend $1 million. You want to have $1 million to spend.
That's
true.
Difference. Yeah. That's true.
So.
Yeah. I recently became familiar with the term house broke. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, Heather's calling me on the phone right now. I'm gonna do the call though because this is about the art.
Right.
House broke is. No, don't say that. I love her.
Shout out to the sponsor.
Shout out to the sponsor. House broke is I have a nice house. Everything's taken care of. My property taxes, everything's paid for. But I can't buy Shake Shack every day like I want to.
Oh.
You're like you can't spend. Everything is paid for, but you can't spend money. Not even indiscriminately. Like you can't. You gotta spend money like you're broke. Like remember when those days when you were like, yo, I gotta make this $5 last me for today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Yikes.
You know what I mean? And that's scary to me because I'm not there right now. Right? I'll be out here like I'm gonna buy lunch today. This, that, the third.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to go back to that.
Are
Maybe
we
I'll just stay in the Bronx.
fiscally unresponsible? We do buy fast food a lot.
We do. We buy a lot of food, B.
But
in Midtown,
in Times Square,
you know what I'm saying? Which is like
fuck that
50% markup. But we out here balling.
Listen,
Get mad if you want to.
You could die every day though.
You know what I mean? Every day could be your last. So you
imagine you don't want your last thought to be like, damn, like
I should have had that taco.
I should have got Chick-fil-A.
I should have went to Dos Toros. Damn.
Now you in the hospital. You're in the hospital for 6 months eating hospital food. You're making a recovery and then you just die on the last day.
Damn.
And your last thought is, eat more chicken. Damn. You don't want that.
Damn. Speaking of hospitalization, shout out to the homie Dances. You know what I'm saying? Get well soon. I know y'all seen that wild accident that he was in. You know what I mean? But my son's out here. You know what I'm saying? Getting right in the hospital. So shout out to you.
Yeah, he was saying.
You're in our thoughts and prayers. Even though we're not thinking or praying.
I don't think we could pray for him.
Nah, right? Just for a speedy recovery?
I can't pop up to God like, yo, look out for this guy. God's gonna be like, who is this?
Whose man is this?
Who is this? What, now you call?
Word?
Oh, now you need something? Now you need a favor?
Now you want to holler?
Don't work like that.
It
don't work like that when you love somebody.
Oh, shit, sing it. We're not even singers. I wish we could sing. And then just start busting out into like singing.
With some auto-tune. Do we have auto-tune here? No? We get some auto-tune? Yeah, let's get some auto-tune. Yeah, let's get some auto-tune. Next week we're gonna sing like a motherfucker. The whole thing. We're gonna redo. We're gonna do 808s and 808s and Heartbreak. It's gonna be called 220 and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
Red Bull and Heartbreak.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is gonna be us singing mad songs, but mad amped up. Like, I miss you, girl.
Girl.
I've been sleeping outside your house for 5 days.
5 days. 5 days. I could just imitate R. Kelly, but I can't sing. It's crazy. Does that mean I'm a singer, or I could just sound like I sing?
Do it.
5 days. R. Kelly. Yeah. Nah, it's not working for me. We need the auto-tune. We need an auto-tune and a vocal coach on deck.
Listen, let's get arrested. We'll kill somebody. We end up on that show. America's next free inmate.
It's a very roundabout way to get an R&B record out there.
Imagine like that's your only chance for freedom, and they're like, "Who do you want to have as your vocal course?" Like other people have like R. Kelly. Yeah. Someone got Beyonce. They're like, Mero, for your vocal course, and there's like a computer voice. It's like, you have been selected to have Rita Ora.
Ah, no! I'm like, yo, she doesn't even say. I don't even know what she sounds like. Yo, I've never heard Rita Ora's vocals.
Oh man,
I've never heard her sing.
Neither has she.
I've never heard Shorty sing. What songs does she sing though? I'm being so dead ass because people are like, yo, you niggas trying to be funny, act like you don't know about shit.
She sings.
I'm so dead ass. I have no idea what she sings.
She sings Rita Ora's.
Does she sing this shit with?
I do not know.
Damn.
Hey, listen.
I don't even know.
Listen, it's like how life happens. It's one of those unexplained mysteries.
A mystery of the world. Yeah, it's like lightning. How does that work? So like
magnets.
ICP.
How do they work? Right? ICP, right? You got that reference. See? Only on the art you get stuff like that. Episode 33.
So broad.
So broad.
You know what I'm saying?
All demographics. It's been your boy, Desus Nice, a.k.a. Young Chipotle, a.k.a. Pocket State Fat Lacterio, a.k.a. Chris That's Protecting Eli Litby, Butchers Gully, Slow But That Might Know You Bitch, Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, Desus H, Fuego.
Chill.
Mr.
I'm going to stop it right
Rando.
now because we did not even talk about the Bronx sex worker.
Right? What's there to be said?
It's nothing to be said. It's crazy.
It goes down in the Bronx.
It goes down in the Bronx. 241st. Holla.
241st. If you want to get a hooker over there, get a hooker over there.
Holla.
Go Google that video. It's fun for the whole family. Yo, Mikhail going off. The Juve boss at Mr. La Marina in a mesh marina with a fresh misdemeanor and a cold demeanor, a.k.a. a problematic babe. Mwah!
It's your boy, the Kid Mero, a.k.a. human do-rag flap. Plantain supernova. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Paraben-free Poppy, East Trima Stevie B, Nino Brown. You know what I'm saying? Curve Gotti. Don't look at me in my eyes. I'm a wild animal. Big Smack me, Yumbo, Field the Ass Tyson. Bodega Boys in the building, pulling up for 50. Holla.
Every week. Live from 220 West 18th Street. We'll be back here with more art. Shout out to Bodega Hive, the brand is strong. We out here. Whoop. Gang, gang. Let's go.